All right, we are rolling. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Unclipped. I'm your host, Imani Brown, aka the Spincess. Guys, I think as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about what's next for Unclipped. So we are in December, holiday season, and this is Unclipped's 12th episode. That you're listening to or watching. And I sort of started to think about what I want to do with this going into the new year. And I decided that this will be the last episode of the sort of first season. Like this will wrap up our first season of Unclipped. And we will take a little bit of a break, like 2 to 3 weeks, and then resume in the new year. So that's like 3 weeks. So yeah, I've decided we will take a little break, resume in the new year. And I also like brainstorm some things, and I've been sort of collecting these ideas over the past few months, and just trying to figure out a little bit more of what I want this space to be. I know in that first episode, I talked about how I didn't want this to be like have specific labels on it, and I still want that to be true. I don't want to put borders or boundaries sort of on what this space is, but I do want to try some new things and see sort of where it takes us here. I will be keeping the same sort of general format, like weekly content. I think that's a good place to stay, but I think I also want to add some stuff, so I'm not going to take away anything, but I think I want to add more than weekly content. And I think, with me just trying to figure out how my schedule's working and sort of how I feel on camera and how long it's taking me to edit and all those things, I think that was difficult in this first season to branch out and do other things, besides the like kind of general format of what I was doing. So that's kind of why I want to wrap up this season, because I feel like those 11 episodes serve their purpose and they will continue to serve their purpose, but I want to move forward. Like I said, I don't want the content to be like totally different, but I do want to add some things and sort of have a little new beginning. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. But yeah, the first 11 episodes, I enjoyed sort of finding my footing and figuring out, or starting to figure out, because I still don't feel like I have like that solid of a grasp on it. But each time that I record, each time I edit, each time I interact with you all, I think I get that much better and that much more comfortable with what I'm doing here. And with that, I kind of wanted to add like different sub-series. I'm not sure like the logistics of it all right now in this moment, but I sort of want to have two main formats. This the general like 25 to 30 minute long episode, and then possibly a longer form episode, maybe like once a month, or once every however many weeks, because some of the podcasts I listen to organize their content in that way, and that's something I really enjoy, to where there's like a longer video every so often, to where they do a lot of research. It's really in depth, and it's something that's like a little bit more specific, I guess. But yeah, I am interested in trialing that here and seeing how that works out. Also, on the other end of that, I'm interested in trialing like a little popcorn episodes, if that makes sense, like things that are even shorter than 25 to 30 minutes, because I have a lot of thoughts. Like my mind honestly is like constantly racing, and I usually will write them down in my notes. I need to get better about that, but I think I need to get comfortable with like, just turning on the camera and popping in for a few minutes to chat, and then posting that and have that be a part of Unclipped, because there's a lot of things that I don't necessarily have a completely thought out yet, but because I want you to be on this journey with me, and this is sort of like chronicling us together, I think it's important sometimes to catch those thoughts in their like initial moments, and possibly later on revisit it in a longer format episode, but just to get like 10 to 15 minutes of just chatting about something that's, weighing heavily on me, or something I've been thinking about, I think could be valuable to Unclipped. What else? Oh, more interviews. So we have 0 interviews as of right now, but I know some really, really, really cool people. I from all the different parts of my life, I have some really cool people in my life that I would love to showcase on here, and I would love other people to know them as well. But I do not. If there's one sort of guideline I think I have for myself, is I don't want this to be an interview heavy space. Not, like I said, I'm open to anything. So in the future, it could progress to that. But right now, and for the next step of Unclipped, I don't see that being what this is. But I do want to do some interviews in this next step of Unclipped, because like I said, I know some pretty cool people who do some pretty cool things, and we could have some pretty cool conversations on here. So look forward to some interviews. I also wrote down that I want to have some like Q&A sessions. Like I said, I don't really know the full logistics of everything that I want to implement here, but I kind of want to put this in your head and put this in your ear, that these are things to look forward to coming 2024 for Unclipped. I want my viewers and listeners to be able to ask me questions, and I sort of have a forum where you can ask me questions, possibly and I'll compile them over a month or something and do an episode where I answer all of those questions, because I'm not a very emotionally available person most of the time. Like, let's be honest, it is the tism, but yeah, I'm not a very emotionally available, or like, I don't want to say emotionally, like the information about me is not something that I sort of like showcase with everyone all the time. And most of the time it needs to be asked for me to tell it. And so I want this to be a space where you guys can ask, because I'm sure as hell probably not going to tell it if you don't ask. So yeah, I want to include some Q&A sessions at some point. And I also want to put up some more fitness-based content. Like, I want to talk more about fitness as well, because Unclipped, like I said in the beginning, the first episode, it means a number of things, and in its truest form, it plays on the fact that I am a fitness indoor cycling instructor, to be specific. And if you're in the indoor cycling space, you know that you clip into those pedals, you unclip when you're done. So that was the inspiration behind the name. So I want to be true to that and speak more about fitness in whatever aspect. So yeah, that's something that I would like to bring in 2024 as well. More fitness content, indoor cycling, what have you. And lastly, I want to just show up more authentically as myself. Like I said, I'm not a very available person in any sense of the word, and every day I'm just trying my best to be more available on here and like on Instagram and stuff as well. And I think it's good for me, like it's a little like therapy session, because I think some of it is because of chemical imbalances, but other things that sort of weigh into that are like my fear of embarrassment and fear of failure. And every time I do this, I let go of that a little bit more. So I'm appreciative of this space, but I want to be intentional about keeping the momentum and moving forward and being more authentically myself without fear of judgment. Again, it's super hard for me, and it continues to be hard for me, but we can do hard things, right? So yeah, that's what we're doing, right? Episode 12 wraps up Unclipped season 1. 2024, we will be entering season 2 for Unclipped, a new season, a new mission, I guess. Also, before I close out this episode, I would like to announce that I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So the giveaway will be announced on Wednesday. Let's see what actual date Wednesday is. Hold on. Why can't I get to my calendar? What the hell? Okay. Wednesday. Wait, Friday 8th. 9th is Saturday, 10th is Sunday, 11th is Monday, 12th is Tuesday, 13th is Wednesday. Wednesday, December 13th. I will announce a giveaway on the Unclipped Instagram. I kind of want to tell you what the giveaway is going to be. People who follow the Instagram know what I'm going to be giving away, like one of the things I'm going to be giving away. But go ahead and follow the Unclipped Instagram, and I will announce that giveaway. And yeah, it'll be a fun little holiday giveaway to close out season 1 as well. But I want to say thank you everyone for all the unwavering support, all the comments, suggestions, questions, everything, all the shares, the likes, DMs. Yeah. I couldn't be happier with how this first season turned out. And we started a little rocky, lots of issues starting out. But I did it. 11, I'm going to call this like 11 and a half episodes. And we're moving on and moving forward. So with that, I close out this episode, close out this season, and I will see you all in 2024. Bye.